Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. Doing some packing from a full-time reseller over here. Sorry I'm late today. Many hours late. Dog decided to go to the bathroom and use her business all over the cage and around the cage. It was nasty. So that's what I did this morning. And then I also filmed a haul video, like a ton of things. So it's over an hour long. You guys can check that out on YouTube. But welcome in. Again, sorry I'm late. We're just going to go over everything that sold recently, how much I paid, it's a good buy, all that sort of stuff. I have a really bad buy in here, so that's a good one to show you not to get. Poshmark, let me tell you how many sales. Poshmark, 4, Depop 1, Mercari 2, eBay a whole bunch. Let's get on into it. Let's go ahead and hit that Poshmark first. Let's do Poshmark. Chubby's shirt. The Nutter. If you see the Nutter is a version of Chubby's. What's up, Sandy? Thanks for coming in. Welcome in. Juliet, good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you are. It's still morning in LA on the West Coast. The Nutter is a line of Chubby's. It's their shirt line. I don't think I've ever seen it in their shorts. By the way, got the blue baggies back. Got my little Tiffany blue bag back. People are probably going to think you already gave up on TikTok. No, Felix, my iPad right here is 14%, and it's going to puke if puke like my dog. It's going to puke if I go live on there. So no, I don't have enough percent. I've been watching it all morning. Been watching it. A long time no see. I know. So if you guys didn't hang out with, shoot, this is going out priority. That's all right. I just used one of mine instead of theirs. Kayla and I went pop-up live last night. If you guys missed that, you can watch it on any of the platforms, his or mine. Talk reselling, TikTok, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, you can catch that. How's everyone's sales going, by the way? Everyone doing all right? Sales going okay? Everyone listing, doing what you're supposed to do. What's up, Ben Beautiful? Gladys, what's up? No, I didn't give up. So Felix, what's the deal with TikTok, guys? It's going away. It's not. Then today, the Supreme Court upheld it going away, and then something about like Donald Trump's going to have to show that there's a true buyer. I don't know. What's the deal with TikTok? I want to know. Let me know in the chat. We're not live over there. So, all right, Gitman Bros. I like finding Gitman Bros. If I can find Gitman Bros in a check pattern way, I usually get it. Be careful. A lot of times if you get a solid color, there's going to be the neck staining, but you guys are smart. You know that with the button up and button down shirts to check for the neck staining. You're like my 8-year-old forgetting to charge an iPad. Right, Felix? Your kids have Chromebooks. Our kids have Chromebooks at their school that they take home, and they're supposed to charge. Ha! I think they actually would like do it without us reminding them. Should be if you don't charge your Chromebook, you get no friends ever. But yeah, Gitman Bros. Paid $5 for that. It sold for 22. 5 into 22. Lots of 5 into 22. The Chubby's 5 into 19. So about averaging 5 into 22. And I put another priority in that bag. Whatever. It still goes priority. I just have to pay for that poly mailer. Next item that sold on Poshmark was a $78 sale, but I did pay up for them. Paid $32 for these Ralph Lauren camo pants. And if you look really closely, you can see there's a Polo Ralph Lauren horse in there. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I wonder. Oh, yeah, there's one down there too. Polo Ralph Lauren camo pants, 34-32, really good size. Sold for $78 over on Poshmark. So they get my 20%. Putting this in a padded flat rate envelope. Priority, since it's going out, Poshmark. Poshmark sales are just steady for me. They have been my second best platform. I haven't outsold eBay with Poshmark, but definitely steady. Sold 2 on Mercari, 1 on Depop. So as always, those are paying for auto posher, those 2. It's not going away for now. It's on Trump's hands. He will keep it as long as TikTok's gotcha. Oh, I heard that. Dang. Ooh, Polo Ralph Lauren Oxford. What do you think? $19.99. All right, next sale. I talk about this in the video I'm about to release today. USA Soccer. USA Soccer Nike stuff does so well. Really, really well. This was $5.99. Has the Continental's attire. It's probably the sponsor that year. This sold for $45. So took an offer of $45. I don't know if Autoposher sent it or not, but $45 on this. Shipping it out priority. So USA Soccer jerseys, USA Soccer, always look it up. And this probably has one of those Nike tags on there that you can look it up. Yep. So there's the 6 digits followed by the dash and then 3 digits. So you can look up the exact model. Always look up your Nike Soccer. You're just going to look for that right there. A lot of times there'll be a soccer ball in the middle. But yeah, Nike Soccer. I had a good amount of sales this week. Let's go, Dora. You've been listing a lot. Definitely feel like the more you list, the more you sell. The more you list, the more you sell. That's something I would tell like a 3rd grader, but sometimes I have to remind myself of that. The more you list, the more you sell. I have been listing, taking pictures. Really got to step it up. 20 to 30 items a day. Next item. We'll do Depop. Depop? Yeah. Depop. What? LL Bean. No, J. Crew. So Depop, J. Crew. Now, don't come at me real hard. This is a J. Crew chore jacket, but it's super thin. It's not a thick chore jacket like an LL Bean. I know it looks like it. It's got the corduroy collar and everything, but it's not super thick. And it's an extra small. With all that being said, I sold it for I don't know how much. I put extra small next to it. Depop. Let me see how much did I sell it for. Sold it for $28. $28 is what I sold it for. So not too bad. Not too bad. Listed a ton last night, so this weekend should be good. Let's go. Yeah, should be good. And I'm pretty sure Monday, post office isn't open. I'm pretty sure that's Martin Luther King Day and Inauguration Day. I'm pretty sure it's Martin Luther King Day. And then it's all in one day, I guess. I know it's all in one day. So yeah, Monday is not open. Get your stuff shipped today or tomorrow if you don't want a lot. But yeah, Dora, you're going to have a 3-day weekend for stuff selling, which is good. So there's your J. Crew. That's your Depop. Paid $5.99 for that. Sold that for, what did I say, $28. What's going on? I just bought a 100-pound bale of sports and college teams. So far, so good. Okay. I've seen a lot of commercials kicks for those bales. Like you buy the bale and they get shipped straight to your house. Bale, guys, it looks like a bale of hay. It's just compacted clothing. And yours is sports and college. So good. So far, so good. You've opened it up. How much did 100 pounds cost? Like per piece. What's your buy cost per piece? Out of curiosity. Because people are always looking for new ways to source, especially if you don't have to leave the house. Stuff just comes right to you. Felix, what's Scout Hockey? This I got in Chicago. Do you remember that? I sold this once as a men's. It wasn't a men's. It was a women's. My fault. So I marked it super cheap on Mercari. Sold for $15. It's out of here. That was my bad. I wouldn't have picked this up if it were women's, but it is. And I sold it as a men's the first time they returned it. Scouts Hockey. Got that in Chicago on a thrift trip. This is going out FedEx. Why is it going out FedEx on Mercari? Hey, just left the bins with hubby on a day date. Let's go. That sounds like a good date. Day date at the bins? That sounds like a great date. Do you have some success? $4 per shirt on the bale. All right. That's not too bad buy cost. If every item's a decent item, or you get some really good items in there. I always wonder, do they pre-pick those? I mean, I'm sure they do it some, one way or another, but do they pre-pick those? I don't know. Why to do that? That's not eBay. That's not eBay. It's Mercari. And it's going out FedEx. So I got to put it over here so I can remember to take the FedEx and not to USPS. This is a women's large North Face jacket, just a little North Face jacket. These have definitely fallen off a little bit in price. This sold for $24. So I wouldn't be paying a whole lot for some North Face. I don't buy a lot of women's North Face in general, to be honest. So women's North Face, $24 on Mercari. Bought it for $5.99. People were giving away pallets on Whatnot. Were they really? Dora, were they giving them like really good sales? Yeah, I haven't been on Whatnot in a couple days or a little while. I need to get back on. They come wrinkled as hell, so you definitely have to steam them. But listing them from $15 to $30, depending on that's vintage or not, and already got sales. Let's go. Yeah, if I can buy something for $4 and sell for $15 to $30, and it's delivered right to your house, boy, that's good. Keep on that. Keep me posted on how that goes. Spent $52 and left with 2 big bags. Lots of polos. That's like a less than $1 a polo, probably, right? That is crazy. Nice. Well, hello there. Hi, Jessica. What's up? Daily Refinement gave away pallets after like 10K sales. Oh, did he? Yeah. Daily Refinement. They have 2 channels that I follow, and they're always live. I'm sure they're live right this second. I'm not even going to look. But yeah, Daily Refinement's always live, or the people that work for them. I watched a really good podcast today or whatever. I'm a YouTube guy. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. It was Tech and Sports. I don't know if he released it yesterday or today, but it was like $30 or 30 items listing a day should be like what you want to list a day. If you want to be full-time, you should do okay. Anything over 30 items can start to begin giving you headaches as far as you'll probably have to start hiring people and all that, like Daily Refinement. He has a whole crew, hires, and he was saying like dealing with people that you write the check to is a lot harder than dealing with customers on eBay, which makes sense, right? I don't want to hurt people's feelings and stuff like that that are close to me. These are Brooks Brothers new with tags. I actually pass on a lot of Brooks Brothers new with tags, but these are tech pants. Speaking of Tech and Sports, tech pants. $29.99 is what these sold for. I bought them for $5 or $4.99, and they're just going out ground. Yeah, Chris does pump. I know you sell Ralph Lauren. Sorry if this is a dumb question. Esmeralda, there's not a dumb question here, okay? You can ask whatever question you want. Do you still sell Ralph Lauren also? Ralph Lauren also. It seems I find a lot of it. Okay, so if you're kind of newer to reselling, there's a theme out there. If you see quite a lot of something, more likely it's not something you pick up. More than likely, most of the time. Because if you see a lot of it out there, and that's when I first started reselling, I'm like, oh my gosh, J. Crew's nice. Look at these J. Crew, this pattern's, it's everywhere. So Ralph Lauren, I don't really buy much of it at all. The only ones I buy are really large jackets, suit jackets, or gold button blazers. That's pretty much it for Ralph Lauren. I don't buy any more of it. I see it at every single thrift store, which means it's all over eBay, and it's a race to the bottom. So, low. Happy Friday. Hey, Julie, what's up? Kendra, going to hit up a church thrift store tomorrow. Those are the best. They're having sale on kitchen items, but also clothing at $3 per bag. I've been before and have picked up some nice men's clothing. Good luck, Kendra. Those are actually my favorite. Last night we talked about like our favorite. Those are my favorite. They're not consistent because they're here and there, hit and miss. But I love church sales. They just want to get rid of stuff and get money towards their mission or whatever. Let's see. Bondi did 2 with Anthropology palettes on Whatnot. I didn't even, watch them. What's up, Chris at Peak? Good morning, Chris at Peak. Your editing is it's like A+, on point. I watched the video you put out with the pretzel guy in your town, and wow, so good. Your editing, like, that's your calling. Whatever you're doing right now is your calling for real. Like, you're so good at that. That's my cue to post 30 items. Just got back from the bins. Let's go. 30 items a day. It's really tough. Then you have to also source 30 items a day, and you want to try to sell 30 items a day. But want to make a good profit. Yeah, I've got to step it up. And it's hard to go from 10 to 20. It's hard to go from 20 to 30. Just try to do 1 or 2 more a week. And then the next week, 1 or more 2 than that. And then before you know it, you're going to probably be at where you want to be. So it's like running a mile. You're not going to go 1 mile to 3 miles right off the bat. You're going to go 1.5 miles straight. And then in a few days, you might do like 2 miles straight. You can't go from 1 to 3 right away. Next item that sold is a Polo Ralph Lauren. These stripes sell well. These stripes sell well. $17.99, and I paid $5 for it. You know the deal. You don't want to hurt people's feelings, you say. Felix, I don't. Not on purpose, at least. Not on purpose. I know you come in here and hurt my feelings. I tried to source at the New Savers in Naperville. Oh, yesterday, and wowzers, prices were insane. $15 to $18 for Ralph Lauren shirts. Rebecca, I went to one Savers in Chicago. I don't know where it was. Speaking of Felix, I was at one Savers in Chicago, and it was so expensive. So that was the first time we went. We never stop at Savers anymore when we go to Chicago. So expensive. And the Salvation Armies, so expensive in Chicago. Boo. Now, the Salvation Army I went to did have good stuff. So I'm sure you could find good stuff that's priced a little higher. But like bread and butter, like Polo Ralph Lauren at $10, forget about it. No. Just sold a Brooks Brothers new with tags chinos today, $65. Only less than a leak what they were ginormous. Yes. The bigger, the better, they say. You're welcome, Esmeralda. 3 per bag beats the bins. Good luck. Yeah, that does beat the bins. $3 per bag of stuff. Man, I don't know if I could spend $3 on 5 Coogis in one bag. That's a lot of money. No, I have found Coogis at church sales though. What's up, Paige? Poopy Pies in the house. What's up, Poopy Pies? Do resellers usually include what the clothes are made from? A lot of times I do. It's in the description, or it's in the item specifics. But a lot of times I sell similar from someone else's and they have it already in there. So I find the exact same item. For example, this Polo Ralph Lauren shirt or jacket or shacket, whatever it is, it's sold for $80.99, promoted listing, by the way, on eBay. They'll have the material in there and I won't have to put it in. So this is going to go out padded flat rate. Padded flat rate. Dev, what bread and butter brands sell consistently? Polo Ralph Lauren. So 2 in a row, Polo Ralph Lauren. That is a bread and butter brand that you can find consistently and sell consistently. Now, I have a Zegna sweater here. I have a Viore jacket here. Lululemon sweatshirt here. But those are not things that I can find regularly. Like those are not bread and butter. Polo Ralph Lauren is true bread and butter. Things that you can find about every time you go thrifting and that sell about daily. Savers in Bloomingdale, Illinois. Is that where I went? Have you done 20 each day so much? No, Felix, I haven't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Listen, dog woke up. We came downstairs this morning and there was either throw up or poop or a mix all over the dog and all around the cage. And the dog was supposed to go to the like puppy friend place today to play with like dogs, puppy daycare. And no, I had to put up with that all day. So no, that's my excuse. But I did take pictures of about 20 items. I'm going to take more and I'll hopefully list those things tonight. Tonight's one of those nights. I don't know if my wife was watching, but like, I don't want to go do anything. I just kind of want to chill and work. This is an LL Bean River Driver shirt. If you look closely, you can see the little perforations. There's like little perforations. I don't know if you can see that in there. It's made of wool and cotton and nylon. But these sell well. I listed this. It sold in just a day for $21.99. River Driver shirts sell really, really well. So that's a bolo. That's another little bread and butter if you can find. Savers in New York are very expensive too. So how do they stay open? And they must be a for-profit. Like, what's their mission? What's Savers' mission? Have you ever thought about growing your stores to bring in more money? Good question, Eric. The more I think about it, the answer is no. What I would like to do is be able to list 20 to 30 good items a day and source that in a very efficient manner. I think I could list 20 to 30 items a day and be done by noon, then go out and source for a couple hours, and then also make and like do these lives, like do lives, talk to people because I'm social. I think you can make really good money. I do not want to get to a point right now. I do not want to get to a point where I'm hiring people. I really don't want to have to be in charge of people. Really don't want to have to do that. So the more I've thought about it lately, especially, I don't want to. My goal is not to become a daily refinement. My goal is not to become a tech and sports and have 4 people working under me. I don't want to have that. I want to be able to be as consistent and quick as I can, efficient when listing. I think I can make it even better. I can just list more a day. I'm slacking when I'm slacking. I could do more in as far as listing. Taking pics turned in, hit the like button. Oh, thank you. There you go. Taking pics, hit the like button. Yeah, guys, appreciate that. Hit the like button. I love Polo because I leave behind 99% of it, but somehow it's one of my most sold brands in my store. How? It's just one of those things. It's because there's so much. I don't know. There's so much out there, but you know that 1% that sells really well. I know. I've sold 4 things so far. And 2 of them were Polo Ralph Lauren, half of it. Here's a silver tab. I haven't sold these in probably 6 months, and all of a sudden I sold 2 in a week. So I don't know if it's like auto posture that relisted them or auto delisted them, whatever. But silver tab, new attacks, bought these from Ross, $16.99. Sold promoted listing. That could be it too on eBay, $32.99. $32.99. This is going out grounds in my eBay bag. Jeffrey, win the day. Yep, you too, sir. Audra, what's up? What you doing in the afternoon, Audra? This is when I'm just getting to it today. Just when I'm getting to it. I know usually I go in the morning, but this is just the time today I had to get to it. My sales have been a little slower, but that's okay. Trying to source more this month and get prepared for this, more sales. Yeah, for sure. Get prepared for those spring and summer sales. I will say, I can tell I sourced a lot less during this fall and winter because I was at my storage unit yesterday and my bins full of spring and summer are not, I don't have as many bins as I did last year. So, which is fine. I'd rather get those out and like source every day and get to the items every day. Let's see. I feel on that. I'm with, I like being a lone wolf. Yeah, I just don't want to have to be in charge of people. I don't want to have to rely on other people. Like if they get sick and then it screws up like what I'm doing or whatever. I just don't want to have to do that. Again, never say never, but right now it's just not something I want to do. I'm up to 3 Polo Country knit sweaters for the day. Untagged at Goodwill, so they said $12.99 a piece. Okay, Jeffrey says, okay, fine, $12.99. I could do that. That's awesome. I'll take 1 million in sales solo all day. Yeah, if I could do that. Happy Friday. What's up, Christine? All right, next item. Finding those good items too, guys. Just trying to get out there, make connections also. That's not something I'm going to work on this year. I've already started. Zegna. This is just a Zegna wool, very lightweight sweater. This is the type of sweater that people wear over a collared shirt. Very popular. Bought it for $5, sold for $50. Took a best offer for $50. Zegna sweater. I've had employees before. There's more freedom in being able to make your own schedule. Yeah, that too. I'm telling you guys, go watch Tech and Sports YouTube that he released either yesterday or today. It could be a podcast too. Really had me thinking about that a lot. Had me thinking a lot. I like watching Tech. I know there are people out there don't like me. There are people out there don't like him, don't like Biden, don't like Trump. There's always going to be people who, different structure, different folks. But he says a lot of good things. And I really liked what he had to say today. This is Oh, Wall, WHA, Wall Maker Clothing. So you don't see it very often. The tag is all messed up, so you can't see it's all. But this is Wall Maker Clothing. It has a band collar. It's like a pioneer type of clothing brand, kind of pioneery, old westerny. Sold for $21.99. Bought it for $5. What's up, Cam Can? Cam Can. I bought your exact photo setup, but I have yet to mount it on the wall. I'm afraid it'll be too much and tear a hole in my sheetrock. Oh, but constantly being open and closed. Is your sheetrock? No. So Cam, I have drywall, and then behind it I have studs. So I would recommend if you have studs behind there, mine's drywall. I have a stud finder and I find the studs, and that's what I found. So I found the studs and I went off the studs. If you have studs to go into, you'll be good. It can hold it no problem. Don't chase being tech or daily refinement. Yeah, carve your own lane. I love tech, but the dude's a machine. For sure, Jeffrey. I love him too, but he's a machine. I gotta get my sleep. That's the biggest difference between me and him. He that dude's a machine. He can run on no sleep. This is going out international, by the way. That Americana is going out international. Here's something I don't buy very often. I'm moving and want to know if you would take eBay inventory or sell before the move. Good question. I can tell you, even if you're moving and you put your whole store on 50% off and you're moving in a month, you're not going to sell everything in that month, more than likely. The best way to get rid of that clothing would be like doing a whatnot, like every night or something like that, just to get rid of it. But what I would do, if you have room or space or can rent a storage unit, I would just put your store on vacation mode and put it in that storage unit. And then when you're done with the move, open it back up, put it where you can go get it and all that sort of stuff. So me, no. If I were to move, maybe I'd consolidate, run a sale. But I know you have to move all this stuff, but you're going to be packing it anyways. So time for time is probably equal. Do I have a video on how I made my photo setup? Yep. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a picture of Lowe's in the background. It's like just me and a picture of Lowe's in the background. That's the video you want to watch. I like what Tech has to say so much that it makes me suspicious of him. Felix, what are you talking about? Baccarat. What? Baccarat. Yep. I mean, it was a leather suede jacket, over jacket. It's not a long coat, but leather suede for $10. Baccarat. I bought it. And I sold it for $42.99. Obviously, I bought it, and obviously, I sold it. And I also changed the shipping 50 cents more to ship it priority so I could use this box. Who are those people that don't like me? I'll beat me up. They're out there. Everyone, there's always someone that doesn't like someone. My mom's a saint. She's like the best person in the world that I know. No joke. And she was a principal, and there were people that didn't like her. It's the way it is. You know that, Audra. Cult of, and I do believe you would beat them up. The Cult of Individuality jeans is a bolo. Bought jeans for $7.99. Someone cut them down, but still sold for $50. Cult of Individuality. Since we're all on here and not on TikTok, we can go over to my Depop, look at my solds. Go over to eBay. Cult. Right there. Jeans. Okay. Cult of Individuality. Jeez. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Look at those. Wax jeans. Wow. Okay. So some of these are cheaper. But let's see. Let's do, again, I don't do this on my computer. Sold listings. I do it on my phone. And then we want pre-owned, right? So weird doing it on my computer. There you go. 140. But let's look at the the tag. Okay, there's what we're looking at for the back tag. Those are Japanese denim, and they have it Japan. So let's go back. Let's go back over here. Let's just click on another random one. Japanese denim, Japanese denim. So a lot of them have Japanese denim. Let's see if we can look at the tag here. Avenger. Okay. Here. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. I don't remember ever coming across that. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Yeah, I mean, for $7.99, I'd pick those up too. No doubt. Right, I forget I can just find the studs. I need to get a stud finder or just knock on the trick. Cam, I would honestly, you can get a stud finder for super cheap. I would just go buy a stud finder because you don't want to end up putting holes in your wall. So go to Lowe's, get a cheap stud finder, and you can knock too. I mean, that's a good way to do it. But yeah, you can get a stud finder. What product do you find that is the most profitable and is the easiest to ship? Clothing. K-Way, I just saw K-Way's in here. He said, hello, gorgeous. What's up, K-Way shop? Ties. K-Way talks about it in his lives. Those are probably the easiest thing to ship, but clothing. Just a polo shirt. So easy. I used to ship hard goods, and I would have a huge bag of peanuts and bubble wrap and everything. And those were much more of a pain, but clothing is easier. No doubt. Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. That's a great brand. I got a few pairs of those myself. There you go. If you can find the Japanese selvage. Yes. Speaking of selvage, I just took pictures of a J. Crew jeans. They weren't Japanese, but they were selvage. So, and they were brand new with tags. It's like Christmas morning. Going to the storage unit, pulling boxes out, and then taking photographs of it. It's like, oh my gosh, that's great. I don't even remember getting those. K-Way knows. We talk about that. This is the best Lululemon hoodie that they make. It's just not my size, or I would have kept it. It's called the At Ease hoodie. See, it looks like a waffle, but it's actually more of a seersucker feel. These are the best hoodies ever made by any company. I love them. And I'm so sad because I don't even know if they make them anymore. But At Ease hoodie, they're super popular. This sold for a best offer of $40, and it's not even in that great condition. At Ease hoodie by Lululemon. That is what I would say. But I have like 3 of them. They're like a seersucker, like I said. But I know them right off the bat because I wear them. And the hit is actually on the forearm. So you're not going to find it on the back. That's probably why they were sitting on. It was sitting on the rack. And I just listed those too. We're going to Flora. Viore. I sold this for cheap. I sold this for cheap because it had a flaw. It sold in a day. It sold like in an hour. So I probably sold it too cheap. But my buddy gave it to me. My buddy that I trade stuff with. And I realized that the zipper was broken. So this side, it zips but doesn't shut. So I'm like, you know what? It's a flawed item. I'm just going to list it. $26.99. It sold super fast. If it wasn't flawed, it would probably be like $50. I don't know. Someone can fix that super easy. But I got it for free. So no big deal. No big deal on that. It's going out ground. Got to make sure I put these in the right envelopes. I love this Tiffany blue. Love this Tiffany blue. Let me show you something. Let me show you something that's beautiful. This is how the Rolex game works. You want to see how the Rolex game works, guys? Hold on one second. Okay. Right here. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to share that screen with you guys. This is the Rolex Tiffany blue. It's just an Oyster Perpetual. It's the cheapest Rolex model they make. There's no date. There's no complications. It's just the hands and everything. But that dial, look at that dial. That Tiffany blue is so beautiful and sick and amazing. So this Rolex right here, it retails, if you go to Rolex, and people always have to make me, I have to say this stuff twice, and it's with most Rolexes, actually almost all of them. This Rolex retails for probably 7,000, 6,500 to 7,000. And the resell on this for used condition is around 13,000, something like that. We can look. So let's see. Those are not it. Yeah, about 12,000. 12,000 is the resale on them. Let me look one more time back here. Doop. There you go. 35. So if you want a new one, 35. That's a date just. That's different. That's an aftermarket dial. Those are aftermarket dials. But yeah, Tiffany turquoise, 35,000 now. Is that what it's at? So that's crazy. 6,000. So if you can get a Rolex, if you can go to a Rolex store and buy that for 6,000, you can sell it for 20. It's beautiful. I bought a huge stuffed animal for $5 that's worth 100, 150. I've yet to list it because I don't know how to ship it. How would you ship it? I feel like people won't want to pay for a large shipping price. They might not, Cam. How big is large? Is it like my size? You can try to find a box, like go behind a big, like a Golf Galaxy or places like that where they might have a big box that you can put it in. But yeah, you spend $5 on it, so maybe just a Facebook Marketplace thing. For me, I put down Facebook Marketplace if it's too big. What's up, Carolyn? Surfing in the afternoon. Look at that watch. I had my most fun find today. 11 Lily Pulitzer quarter-zip pullovers. My wife doesn't care, so I had to tell someone. Let's go, Sir Salmonella. It's good that she doesn't care and she doesn't want them, right? Isn't that good? I'm trying to get my sister's tag. Your sister's tag Hoyer. Try to get it. Keep trying to get it. Did you buy the Rolex? No, I don't have that one. I do not have that Rolex. Do not have that one. I won't talk about the ones that I have or want to have at this time. Is that the watch you sold recently? No. The one I sold recently was a Explorer. I can show you guys that too. Since we're on here. eBay. I was going to sell it locally, but it took too long. So paid and ship. So I didn't. Oh, whoop. I was typing here. This is the one I sold. This is an Explorer. The pictures are awful. This is an Explorer 33 millimeter from 1995. So it's got like the band is not, it's hollow band. It doesn't seem as nice, but still has that green back on it, which is good. Really good condition. But I already have one of these in a 39 millimeter. This was a 36. It's too small for my wrist. But yeah, sold that guy. And happy to have that sale gone. So I can put that money to good use. I never wore that watch. But that's a unisex. A lot of Rolexes are unisex. Just about every watch now is a unisex. But yeah, bought that for about what I had in it. And now just going to put that money to use. Have that money work for me. This is the bad buy I talked about at the beginning. Spider, a kid's Spider. I've had this for probably 2 or 3 years. I priced it all the way down to $5, $4.99. It was one of those items where I was going through my store. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I just take that off and donate it, or do I just try to sell it? I'm like, if I can get $5 out of it, whatever. So I got $5 out of it. So $5 for this Spider. I do not buy anymore unless it is a like, I think these are Spider. Yeah, unless they're a snow pant like this. Snow pants do really well. Snow pants do well. Sold a 5-pound package. So a 5-pound package can be 30 pounds. What's that? What are you talking about, Nick? 5-pound package can be 30 pounds. Usually with stuffed animals, you can fold them up and make them as small as possible. FedEx and UPS use dimensional weight. So even if an item is 5 pounds, the weight, oh, okay. So even if the item is 5 pounds, it can be 30 pounds. Yes. I remember UPS used dimensional weight. Like I'll take in a box that's 12 by 12 by 12. It says on the box and they measure it and they're like, nope, it's 13 by 13 by 13. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, this is going priority. Whoops. Angel, I have that watch, but it's a fake from the Philippines where I picked it up for 20 bucks. Hey, you enjoy it, I'm sure, right? Actually, that watch my wife wore. Like I said, I bought that. She wore it. And then she's like, I don't need it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to sell it. Have that money, have that cash ready to deploy towards other things. So always looking. I bought a watch last from actually someone who watches me, my channel, and I'm not selling it. It's a keeper. I got it all not restored in the watch community, but you have it overhauled, you have it hauled, and yeah, I'm keeping it. It's a keeper. So if you guys ever come across really nice old watches, let me know. I collect them. Which video is my display setup? Okay, which video is my display setup? I've had that question a couple times. Your videos. Okay, my display setup is right here. It looks like that. How to make a clothing photo setup. DIY. That's what it looks like. So let me see. I wonder if I can hold on a second. Doop, boop, boop. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Do you pay retail for watches? Felix, if I could buy any sport Rolex for retail that's steel, I would. For example, a Daytona. You guys want to talk some more? A reputable dealer is Bob's Watches. Okay. So let's talk about this. This watch I'm about to show you is called a Daytona. They call it the Panda. Very popular watch. Right now, you can buy it retail for $14,000. In used condition, this is how much you're buying it for. $32,400 in used condition. So if you can go and find this brand new right now at Rolex, you're paying $14,000. You can flip it that day for over $30,000 that day. Same thing with a Batman. Here's a Batman, a Rolex GMT Batman right here. This watch right here is about $9,000 new. You can sell it used for $16,000. This Rolex. So, yes, there's a lot of money to be made there. So is it so easy to find? Yeah, it's really easy to spot a fake Rolex. Actually, I've had lots of people send me pictures. It's super easy. And especially once you've like held them and worn them, you can tell right away. Most of them are fake. All right, next item, via promoted listing. I had an offer on this. We all have those items we have offers on. And we just hit accept right away because I've had this for so long. Winter's coming to an end. I don't even know. You guys can read the brand. Soya and Kayo. I don't know. The comps were okay. I picked it up. It's been listed for probably a year. It sold for $37. I paid $10. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. It's a jeweler's replica, so it's convincing enough unless you really look hard with it. Yes, there are really good clones out there. Really good clones. And the only way you know a difference is if you look closely. Even the movements look the same. Look closely at the movements, the polishing, and the screws, and the jewels in the movement, all those sorts of things. I'm headed to a Rolex store ASAP, right? So that Daytona, stores might get that twice a year. They might get those watches twice a year. And I'm in a city like Indianapolis. We have one Rolex dealer in Indianapolis. And we have a lot of wealthy money, a lot of money in Metropolitan City. We have the Colts. We have the Pacers. We have the Fever. We have Indy 500 race car drivers. So we have a lot of celebrity type of people in our town, and they want Rolex too. So who's the Rolex dealer going to sell those to? They're going to sell them to people that spend millions at their store on jewelry or their wife's stuff or whatever, or they're going to sell it to someone who's going to be like, hey, I went to the store and bought a ring for my wife, and I also got this Rolex. So you going into the store, they'll pretty much laugh at you, more than likely. Go in there and say, I would like a Daytona. What's the wait list? They'll say forever. Forever. That's the deal, unfortunately. This is a Lacoste, just a lightweight crew neck. It's got a little red on there. I need to take that off. There you go, a little string. Lacoste lightweight crew neck, $21.99 is what I sold it for. Is it true that Rolexes don't tick? It's true. Actually, anything with a mechanical movement don't tick. So if you have any watch that has a rotator on it, or it winds, they don't tick. They roll because it's a moving mechanism. Quartz watches tick. So a battery watch ticks. But anything that's a mechanical watch, so that you wind or winds while you wear it, they do not tick. So you can get a really nice watch with the movement. Omega, you can get a Tissot, you can get a Hamilton. A lot of those watches don't tick. Only watches, if it ticks, then it's a quartz. It's a battery-powered watch. Otherwise, they roll. They roll. Very, very, they actually do tick just like really small ticks, but you can't tell it rolls. Sold this Brooks Brothers cashmere, 100% cashmere red V-neck, perfect for Valentine's Day. Sold for $55. I bought it for $5. I don't think they would even open the door for you. Now, they would for me, because I go in there and I drool all over their stuff all the time. This sold $55, spent $5. A perpetual movement. Yeah, perpetual movement. So most of them say perpetual on there, like Oyster Perpetual. And that means it'll have a perpetual movement. So constantly, it's gears. It's like a car. It's like a car. Okay, next item is a Peter Millar full zip vest with a logo of a golf course on it. Go and pick that up for sure. $5.99 into $40. This sold super quick. Super quick. Super quick. Have you hit Dick's Warehouse lately? I haven't, but I know they've been having sales. Their sales system has been different than in the past. So what they've been doing is starting out at 30%, then knocking it to 50 while starting something out at 30, then knocking it to 75. So about the time it's hit 75, it's pretty well gone through. And it's about a 40-minute to an hour drive for me. So I haven't even gone there. I've been doing fine with thrifted clothing, to be honest. Buy cost is low. I've been really successful lately. Like every time I go out, I find stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been good lately with thrifting. I'm about to put out a thrift haul video, in fact. Do I like AP watches? I'm not a big AP watch guy. I'm a Patek. I like Pateks better. So Audemars Piguet is AP. I'm not an AP guy. They have the integrated bracelet. Not really big on that, but I do like Pateks. And I'm not a big 5711. That's the one that you see a lot of people wear. It has the integrated bracelet too. Not a big fan. Bill's khakis. These sold for $22.49 via promoted listing. I listed 2 of these. Found them in the storage unit. 75% off everything, and then 97 just left. Lots of good stuff. Oh, there you go, Justin. So yeah, guys, go. Yeah, I saw that 75% off anything that ends in 97. I think that started a week ago, or at the beginning of this week, like Sunday. Just saw an AP watch listed for $1.2 million on eBay. Imagine getting a return. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Usually stuff like that, you get a $200 flight out there, you stay the night, you meet the dealer, you drink some wine, buy the watch, and you get a $200 flight home. $200 flight home. That's how those work. Resellers ruined going. Yeah, I probably did, to be honest, Felix. We did. You and I. Do you know anything about the February 4th closing description challenge? When I list an item and choose pre-owned, I always describe my items as excellent, very good, or fair. Oh, so in your description, Carrie, you can keep doing that. I don't know anything about it. My guess is when you put pre-owned, there's just going to be one more little ticker. Like when I list stuff on my phone, I'll put pre-owned or new. I'll put pre-owned. I bet there'll just be one more little ticker under that will say condition, fair, good, excellent, or whatever. That sale ends tomorrow at Dick's, guys, so you better gone. It is LL Bean flannel-lined jeans. These are also a good seller. This was an auto posture sale. How about it? $24.29 on these. Auto posture sent out that offer. Someone took it. $24.29. Paid $7.99 for these. I will buy these year-round. And just list them in the fall, all of them at the same time. I see that Poshmark does promoted listings now. I was wondering if anyone had any success with that. Last night that was brought up, and Kway said he does not do it because it's a pay per click type of deal. He doesn't do it. I don't know. Anyone else in here do it? Audrey, you in here? Good afternoon from Lakeland. What's up, Lakeland? This bag had a little rip in it, so I got to tape it. $7.99 into $24.29. The AP Royal Oak and Grand Seiko are my two bucket list watches. Ethan says, haven't worn watches in ages, but I'll get back someday. Yeah, a Royal Oak. So I'll show you guys what a Royal Oak looks like. They probably actually have them on Bob's. Let's see. AP. There you go. So this is what an AP looks like. This is basically what a lot of people think of when they think of AP. Something like that. That's what an AP. See, it has a bracelet that goes right integrated with the watch. That's the Royal Oak right there. Royal Oak, very popular watch right now, especially with athletes. Just a very popular watch. Me, on the other hand, and how much are we talking for some of these? 35, 26 for that one, 18,000 for that one. These ones don't even have a price. Yeah, kind of crazy. I like Patek Philippe, and this right here is a 7118, I guess, because it has a date. These are very popular right now. That's a Tiffany & Co. That's very expensive. 5711 right here. 5711. These are popular. There you go. All gold. 5711 for $145,000. I'll just take this one right here for 32. I like that. That's classy. Boop. You got your day, your date, where, time, all the different things. Crazy. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys. My bad. Boop. My bad. Let's go back over here real quick because this stuff's fun for me. You want to see expensive watches? Okay, let's look at Audemars. This is an AP. This is what we're talking about, what I was just talking about. This is like what people, when they talk about an AP, a Royal Oak, this is a Royal Oak. Royal Oak. It's probably, I don't know how much. They're expensive. There's an iced out one for 81,000. Yeah, they're expensive. And those are older. As I was saying though, I like Patek. So here's your Patek. These are like the Rolls Royces of watches. There's your triple date. Look at that. 109,000 for that. There's one right there, the 145,000. If I had my choice, I like this, just a Calatrava. It's like this Calatrava right here. It's just simple. Boom. That one's nice too. They don't really have many on here. Yep. Aquanaut. Don't like them. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Glamour calls it the Posh Queen. Tried to promote listings and was not impressed with it. She bought it up with New England Cajun Root Show. Okay, so not impressed with it. What's up, South Carolina, Jessica? Yeah, I haven't done it on Posh. I just do the auto posture shares and automatic offers. So that's what I do. I get sales over there just fine. I was a teen in the 80s. All we wanted was a Swatch watch. I love Swatch watches. Swatch watch, they have a moon watch that they collabed with Omega. Pretty cool. I thought you were going live early. I know, Cookie Corn, I was, but my dog threw up and crapped everywhere. So you like old man watches? No, I don't. I don't like if you call them old man watches, it's fine. I like old man watches. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Sorry for the watch talk, but I'm a nerd like that. That's just what I like to talk about. That's like my little collecting dream, you know. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good weekend, and happy